So this is Ryze versus Hwei and Platinum Milo. But we will be talking mostly about lane management and when to go in and when to not. I forgot to go over when you should be going in the mid lane because you do need to deal with some macro sense of every single lane ganking you. We'll be covering that when we can go in and when we cannot. We're going to be solely focusing on the wave management and dodging skill shots. Right, so it's right. There's a billion of skill shots that I don't even recognize too much. But there's like a glowing ability coming towards me, right? We're gonna try to dodge it. And the best way to dodge an ability like that is to avoid your minion wave. When you dodge an ability, we need to not worry about the minion wave, our minion wave. We can't dodge into it, because if he hits an AoE to us, it benefits him. And since we're both mages, we are playing the mana flow game. So not 2-hour minions. So we're just gonna keep on autoing, right? So since we're playing the mana flow game, we're mostly focused on saving our abilities to hit each other, right? So if he focuses me instead of the wave, I gotta push it faster. See how I'm dodging away from the wave? Simple as that. We made a game plan before the game, and we're able to, right, push the wave faster. We should be focusing on the melee minion that I autoed. So let's auto there. Right, so look, we have the first push. We get the mana flow right here, and we get the first push. We're avoiding our minion wave when dodging. So we can ward now, but most likely, right, Viego isn't going to gank a full HP Ryze level 2. So the fun of Ryze is you can get your mana flow just from proccing your E. Right here, we're both fighting for the wave. Okay, and I missed a cannon for free. Now this gives us time to ward here, right? We get time to ward, and he has to deal with the wave. So he's gonna stop us from trying to get back to the lane, right? But that's fine. We're dodging away from the minion wave. So we're a bit low on the mana. This Ryze uses a lot, so we gotta conserve our mana for last hitting. Got our mana flow. We don't need to do anything special. He got level 4. We respect it. We had to give up the wave push because we had to ward. Okay. Ignore that I'm missing a few minions. He's trying to push violently so he can get a reset. But for us, we're gonna stop trying to make him get a good reset as best as possible. Ooh, I mispressed Q. But this is okay, right? We have more HP, and he has more mana. But it looks like he has both, actually. We're using our mana just to last hit. Right, so looks like our Rumble lets us get a good priority into this. We're able to push the wave faster because Rumble ganked. But it looks like I can't because Ryze is not a good champion in the early game. So we respect that. Hwei used every ability on the wave, so we're able to walk up a bit more. Right, it's really hard to get mana flow on Hwei because he's more of a range champion. Ryze is kind of like a mid-range champion. Whoopsie. So we can only focus on the last setting. So we don't have enough mana, we don't have a good position to reset, and Hwei is not going to let us to reset properly. It is what it is, it happens in the Ryze matchups, right? So we could have conserved our mana more, and last hit better, but that's the only thing we can do. So now we have to play towards Hwei resetting. We're gonna pray that he resets for us. Because we need mana. Yep, he reset, so we gotta reset as well. So let's be fast here, right? We need to buy items. There we go. Let's be fast. So Hwei should be also TPing, right? This is Hwei's mistake. So he should have kept on pressuring me. I need to stop missing CS though. But we get the wave push here, right? We're dodging, we're dodging, we're dodging, and we're dodging. So most likely a Viego isn't gonna gank a full HP Ryze. We're dodging, not towards the wave. Right, so it's either me or the wave. So it looks like I could have ulted a bit sooner as well to avoid some damage. All we're doing is fighting for the wave. Looks like we're a bit too low. So we're gonna keep our distance. If Hwei backs down from the wave, we get a walk up. So there was a bit of an opening there, so we get a walk up there. And looks like a robot is trying to add me into the friend list again. So we gotta keep dodging because of the Hwei W. It's very potent. So if Hwei is like this, we can't walk up. We just can't. We messed up too much mechanically, right? We took too much HP damage. We just can't. It looks like Hwei went to ward, so we're able to walk up a bit more. But look, we missed a few minions, but we at least can secure the cannon. So it looks like Hwei is about to freeze or let it push into us. So we're not sure, but it looks like he is. He is pushing it to us, so we can take this opportunity to reset and immediately get back to lane. So a bit of HP missing, but that's totally fine, right? When you're going back to lane, you have to go faster, right? So this is a little trick, right? You get to miss like one less minion of EXP. Boom, there we go. Just looking for an opportunity to reset here. That is our main goal because we messed up in the lane. Now we get the first push. Now we get a ward. So no one's gonna really like gank a full HP Ryze. I have to be really low. Remember when Hwei won the trade? Right, that's a good time for a gank, so we have to play a bit more safer. It looks like Hwei is gonna lose the first push on getting the control ward. We need to stop missing CS as well. But we can't let him instantly go back to lane without being punished. So he doesn't want to fight us because he wants to catch the cannon minion. And we can't let him walk up either. But we're not too sure where Viego is. Right, so we don't want to kite up. Because we don't have vision there. So we don't want to walk up there either. We're not sure where he is. Right, we weren't too sure. We should have actually zoned him. We do have enough vision to actually stop him from getting back here. So that was my mistake. But we're not going to let him get the first push. Right, he's a bit lower HP, and we have an advantage with our Q. It looks like he has boots, so he can actually kite better than us, and land the skill shot better. That's okay, right? We're still fighting for the wave, right? We're delaying the push, avoiding the wave. There we go. We found an opportunity in the opening because he's going to stop us from trying to get the first push. So we are low a bit now, right? So Viego and someone else is going to try to gank us here. So we're going to be careful, but we're going to hover bot side because Rumble is bot side, and we're prone to not getting ganked to an area we have vision, such as Rumble. Rumble is a walking ward. We're not going to get this plating because we're prone to getting ganked. We take our winnings and we go home. And the plus side of Ryze is you can actually abuse your tempo even better with Ryze ult. So look, it looks like we're not using this. We're just teleporting a bit faster, dude. This doesn't help you. No, it lets you reach the wave faster. We need the first push. This is one of the benefits of Ryze. Not just for roaming, but also fighting away and slowing down the wave push here. So it looks like, right, so Hwei gets the first push. So we have to warn, we can't get the first push instantly, and we don't want him to get back to lane. We're dodging, we just keep on going zigzag and zigzag. Not doing anything special, right? We're going zig, 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 zig whenever we're kiting. And we're not allowing him to get back to lane faster. Right? We're delaying him, we're gonna stop him because he wants to catch the wave. Right? So Hwei is a bit lower. So what Viego wants to do when ganking the Hwei here is to get the wave push. So we got the wave push first, now we get to punish him. Brilliant. We get the push there, we get his flash, and all we're doing is fighting for the wave here. And we're allowed to walk up because we have more HP. Hwei should be playing more further back because he has lower HP. So right here, there's Viego, but we have Rumble covering us. He shouldn't be walking up like that, ever. We get a greed here as well, because we have TP. So the reason why we can stay here is because Hwei doesn't have TP. We can actually take more advantage of this. So Viego is low, we know Viego is low, and Hwei doesn't have TP. We have enough HP to fight here. So we still have a lot of HP. We don't need to reset. Look, we're just using HP to our advantage. That's it, right? We're more prone to getting ganked, so we need help pushing. Viego could have backed already, and by then, right, he's about here. We don't greed for the plating anymore. We never greed for here, because Viego can be here. We see Viego on a ward, so we can actually take a greedier reset here, if we really wanted to. But I want to show you more about tempo. Right, so we also want to be gold efficient right here. So the only gold efficient item is actually sword boots. Normally you would get, right, Ionian boots, but we bagged at a surprising amount of 900 gold tempo. We want to use our gold to the most efficient way. And we have a lead. We're up in tempo, we still have TP, so what we can do is just instantly not even go for the wave fights. We can actually just go for more wave push. So you'll see here what I mean. So I'm gonna test this, right? Normally, you do want to keep your lead and try to constantly fight your lane opponent. But we're just gonna fight for the first push here. Since we have the lead, we're able to fight for the first push. So he shouldn't be walking up ever. So we have tier 2 boots, so we can actually zone him off better. We're going zigzag. So we see Viego there, we did a ward, thank you ward. And we're gonna kite to our jungler. Looks like I lied a bit. We are fighting for the wave push. But we're gonna bait our opponent here. So we're just baiting here, right? Don't need to do anything special. We're baiting because we are a level advantage and we're playing a Roa champion, so we're able to do that. But let's fight for the wave push. We're a bit late because of the fruits and mana blue buff, right? So sometimes it's not a good time to actually get blue buff. It actually delays our wave push. So he gets the first push, so he gets to reset more. But it looks like he's not resetting because he doesn't have enough gold to buy something. Bit risky of me to do, so there's no point of baiting something out without W, right? So you don't want to really walk up without W. So that's my bad on the Viego fight. But we get the first push here. Don't need to do anything special here. And now we roam. We roam and look, right? So it looks like bot lane doesn't have the first push, and they can't really fight. So we don't force fights. We're not an engaged champion. We might be fed, but we're not an engaged champion. And we're full HP. We get to stay still. We get to keep on staying here and fight for Herald and all the objectives here. We're not letting him walk up. We're not letting him get vision. There you go. We still have HP. Right, so he's gonna delay us from getting the plating a bit. Right there. See? You can also fight for the plating and denying as well. But it doesn't matter. Because I have such a substantial lead, right? I get to stay. I'm most likely gonna win all of my mechanical fights here. Still have a lot of HP. This is getting a bit dangerous, right? We do have a fair amount of gold. We can reset anytime we have TP and ult. Just know, this is fairly risky, right? But we can still fight for the wave unless Hwei gets help. Okay. It looks like I'm not very comfortable with this amount of gold, right? And I want to reset. I want to reset. No need to take any more risk. Because there's Dragon. Dragon's coming up. And Viego is getting bot lane prio. But look, Hwei doesn't have TP. Aha! There is a gank coming. Looks like it was the right time to back. So, right, if you feel uncomfortable, you can always reset whenever you have a TP advantage. Or instance, right, Ryze ult lets you basically TP back to lane. So that works as well, even if I didn't have TP. That's the benefit of Ryze. Right here, I see a flash. Boom. Flash for flash here, right? We're able to do that because I have more HP, right? And I get a reset. I have an item advantage, a level advantage, HP advantage, mana advantage. He just can't do anything, can he? We're just beating him with fundamentals. So it looks like, right? So here's Pyke helping. But he can't outzone me. He needs Viego and him. But Viego isn't gonna prone to ganking a full HP Ryze. He's not gonna gain anything. Except for helping Hwei. So when they're ganking, they're not ganking to kill you. They're trying to gank so they can help the Hwei reset most of the time. And try to kill you, right? If you mess up too hard, right, you get to die. We see a Viego there. We have vision. We're able to walk up more. We're able to walk up faster than Hwei. Missed the Q, but I don't want to hesitate on using Q there. We're fighting in his jungle. We don't need to. We're not fighting for the wave. We can, right? We can let go some of our lead and keep on playing for more pressure in the jungle and ganking people. But I'm going to show you how you can win through your lane. Just purely focusing on lane. Ooh, my bad. Look, there's Viego, but Viego isn't trying to gank me. He's gonna fight for the wave here. Okay, there we go. Boom. We get the wave push. We have tempo for our item. We don't need to stay. But there is Viego here. We do have prio. Looks like he's gonna ult away. Oh. Okay, I messed up mechanically. There was a lot of things I could have done there. But we shouldn't be fighting there. We can roam Right, we see a 1v3, 2v1 situation. That's a perfect roam. We have a numbers advantage, and we can fight that. But as soon as they regroup, we shouldn't be fighting here. That is my bad. And I had a full item. We had an instant item. We had an instant upgrade. We don't need to risk the game. We were already winning the lane, right? So, for instance, if I had a full item there, will I be more likely to win the game? Yes! But I didn't. I forced something, right? Whenever we force something, we always lose. We need to fight with an advantage. When we're forcing something, we need to be sure we win. Benefit of Ryze right here, we up our tempo a bit. We lose only 1 minion here in this wave, which is really good, right? We get the wave push here, we get Baron, wave push, right? We need mid prow and top prow, but mages aren't good in the side lane. Why? They're more prone to getting ganked from one angle. But it looks like everyone is visible in the map, so we're good to actually luckily be in the side lane without any worries. We also have TP. Wow, for once a mage can be in the side lane here, since everyone's visible in the map. Now we have TP, we have the wave push first. Looks like Hwei is here, but we're not gonna allow him to instantly get back to his wave. Okay. Alright. We're not fighting for the wave. That was my bad as well. I thought I could kill him because I had a I have a full item advantage. But it looks like Hwei is a broken champion. And I shouldn't be doing that in the first place. So it looks like we can take this with a grain of salt. But I am a mid-range champion and he was playing in a range way. So in a range benefit way, he will always win. So let's look at it closer instead of saying Hwei is broken. So we could have made a difference. We had the lead. We could have been here faster with TP and everything. We can be here in this fight. So we shouldn't be even going in a tight range where Hwei can poke us out. We need to get closer, so we need to play for our wave. With the only moment we can beat Hwei is when he walks up for the wave. We're not going to TP here. We're not going to do anything special. We're going to play for the wave. If we don't play for the wave, Hwei is most likely going to win every single fight. So we need to set up waves first. But it looks like, right, Aphelios is walking up. He's not really playing for the wave. Now he got up scot-free. That's fine. We need to play for the wave more. So Ryze is a champion that plays for the wave more. Whenever we did it, it always shows us benefits. Always. Now the reason why I'm resetting here is because every single person in the enemy team is missing. We cannot be in the side lane as a mage directly. We play for the wave, but we also need to worry about them ganking us in every single angle. Because most mages are prone to getting ganked. Because they're not really side laners. So less likely to get ganked is the opposite side of objectives. You are still able to get ganked here, but we can play a bit more aggressive because we have Flash and Ryze ult. Is it worth being aggressive here? Yes. Especially when there's an objective up. Right? Most likely they're all going to be topside. So it looks like, yep. We're pressuring here. We're fighting for the wave. Right? So whenever we are fighting for the wave, we're always ahead. So it looks like Ryze is a champion for wave. Especially because of his spell flux. Makes sense. Makes sense. So every time we didn't, right, it looks like we were inting. Ah, we see someone missing, and it looks like they can gank us. Remember, we're prone to getting ganked as a mage. Right? We can't really do the Baron, so that's why they're trying to fight us more. Only when our jungler